Hi there, I'm Madison Oriente, and this is a really cool virtual reality app called Sights in VR. There's lots of different things we can click on here, so I could go to any museums if I want to take my kids to a museum and out of the classroom for a bit. Let's see, we'll go ahead, click on the first one, a military museum in Cairo. So I've got full functionality of my iPad here. You can use virtual reality viewers or the glasses, but you don't have to have them. I'm just using my iPad and I'm moving it around manually, just kind of turning around, pinching to zoom in with my fingers, and then zooming back out. I've got a full top to bottom, ceiling to floor view here of the museum in this area. All right, let's go somewhere else. So if you want to go to a theme park, let's see, I could take you to Paris and Disneyland. Again, full use, full functionality, just moving my iPad up and down and around. And I'll show you a different way to control that in a little bit. You can actually just swipe it, and I think that makes it a little bit less bouncy. Really cool view here of the tower. I think kids would flip over this. All right, going back. Here's another park, and this is where I'm going to show you a different way how you can just swipe it. So this is me moving my iPad actually up and down, so you get a little bit of the bounciness of my kind of just shaking there. Again, I can zoom in and out using my pinchers. Just 2 fingers in, 2 fingers out. And this is me just swiping my screen to the left. So I can swipe all the way around and get that up and down 360 all the way around view, which is really nice. Here's one that I know students will love. Going to space. So let's try Mars. Doesn't look like there's a lot to see here, but it's so cool that this is an actual picture. So especially for students who don't get to travel a lot or even haven't been out of their home state, I love that this really kind of gives them an idea of what different places in the world look like. Oops. I think my favorite of the space images is the Milky Way. Get this really broad, really cool vision of space all around you. It's kind of funky looking below me. Ooh, a little glitch there. Lastly, I'll show you 3D and some nature. So any of them that you see these little blue and red glasses on, those are 3D glasses. And I just clicked on that. And if you have 3D glasses for your class, I know they're pretty cheap, then they can actually view these in 3D. So there's that option. You don't have to do it. You can always click off of that if you just want it to be normal. And there's the normal view. Jaffa Shore. Let's show you this one in 3D because it really changes it. You could get a really cool 3-dimensional viewing of this. How fun is this for a field trip without actually leaving the class? All right, next I'm just going to show you some like little functionality features of the app. So we can go ahead and click on country and it narrows it down to specific countries. Earlier we just had a general, more broad view of everything mixed together, and this way you can kind of select a specific place if that's what you're teaching on. And we'll go to France so that I can show you the Eiffel Tower. So you have some different pictures here from the Eiffel Tower. And what they do is you don't actually have to exit this view to go to another one, because they have little hotspots, which I'll show you in just a moment when we find one. Oh, there it is. So if I click on that little portal or hotspot, it takes me to the different views that we have of the Eiffel Tower without even leaving to go back. I know that the space ones didn't have these because there was only like one view, but pretty much anything else has several different pictures or views of the areas, and then you can use these little portals to jump to the different spaces. So how cool is that? Alright, so if we jump here out of the Eiffel Tower and just go back to our main page, we can click on the little virtual reality button, and these are all of the different glasses that are compatible with the app that you can use. So you'd want to just click on whatever you're using to get the best experience. We can also go to settings to change the language, the screen size, the viewer options, all kinds of things here. The little hotspots, we can hide those or show them. And then they give some information down there for their company. So you can really tailor it to whatever device you're using. All right, and that's Sights in VR. It's a great way to show your class around without ever leaving. Thanks, guys. Have fun.